Hey, lady. So thinking about you and praying about you. It's a little bit wet because I just realized I had something on my shirt, so I had to like restart the video and get whatever was on there off. But that's not why we're having this conversation. Feel free to talk back to me. How you feeling? I pray the peace of God will guard your heart and mind. And let me tell you, that passage is true. We lean into him and he will guard our mind from the thoughts of the enemy, from the outside influence of people saying certain things to mess with our spirit. Stay focused on what God shared with you many months ago and walk in that. So I'm praying for you and that the God of the universe will speak to you and be with you and give you comfort and peace throughout this time. So I don't know why I was looking down. I wasn't even reading anything. I should have been looking at you, sis. Okay, so I still believe that's at the Regal Webster Theater. So it's like Regal 11. That's 1471 West Webster. That's in Chicago, Illinois, 60614. So the setup time, I will like to be there around 5:45, no later. The ideal time is 5:30 in the parking lot, and then we walk in no later than 5:45. So if you want to come to my office, we can ride over together. Just let me know, text back, and let me know. Or if you just want to drive directly to the theater, make sure that you go there. And again, timeliness is really important, Yvonne. So 5:30, 5:45, the latest. It's just going to be you and I. It's a small donor event. So originally this was set up for only donors, but they didn't get the response that they wanted. So they opened it up to everyone. And so we do have a list that's going to be on a clipboard. It's about 4 pages. And I will give you instructions on that. So we're not going to do any engagement. We're not going to do any kind of games. It literally is welcoming people, being smiling faces, saying good evening. How are you? Are you here to see I Still Believe? Let me check you in. And then all of that, just really friendly stuff. And then enjoy the movie. Hope you, just enjoy the movie. You don't have to say anything about your hopes. Afterwards, we do have to stay until the end. So afterwards, we will just finish up. It is an opportunity for us to just let people know that that we hope to see them at future events. And how did you like the movie? Again, people might have comments. Originally, it was going to be just donors that are like big ticket donors, but apparently it's not going to be that. It's going to be intermingled. So just kind of keep that in mind. Our on-site contact is going to be Jojo Galarty. And I wasn't able to talk with them today. I spoke with Michael Jackson, who is the GM on site today. I did send him an email. You were BCC'd on that. So just, respond to me if you have any questions in regards to anything that I emailed. And we will be set up on the outside of the theaters. It's going to be a very simple setup. So when we get there, maybe it's going to be just an opportunity for us to kind of hang tight, chill, and talk about just what's going on and next week and things like that. If there's seating available, feel free. We can go in and watch the movie with them. If not, if you just kind of want to hang tight outside of the theater, that is fine. Bring whatever you want or need, or we can plan to kind of just touch base and talk. So the things that we will have on the high boy tables with the white, what we call yoga pants, are going to be listen up cards, pens, some decals so that people can put on their windows, and then maybe some other small things, but nothing major. Maybe some signage that says events that we're going to be at soon, and maybe the serving sign, so they can text the word serve now, which is one word, to 21947. That's the K-Love Text Club, and they can learn how to serve at our booth if they text the word serve now. So I'm going to give you some just notes that are in that host guide that I emailed you. I had highlighted the main points for us, but just things that we need to be mindful of on Wednesday for the I Still Believe screening, which is a story about Jeremy Camp, which is one of the artists we play, feel free to go ahead and look at the video on YouTube. We'll have a clipboards, we'll have a pen, and we'll be checking people in. When we arrive, we need to get in contact with the general manager, let him know that we are there. We want to ensure that we are the point of contact for the evening so the general manager knows. We also want to let the person that's going to be taking the tickets that they are going to be showing a confirmation on their email to enter in. Once they get the confirmation shown to the ticket taker, they'll go to our theater. I don't know what number that is for the night. And they will then come to us and verbally tell us that they have, entered to get free tickets. And then we will go ahead and check the list. Now, the list was originally the donor and then their 3 or 4 guests. So if the donor came in and say, hey, my name is John Smith, we would check them off the list. But if someone says, hey, my name is Jason Smith, and we don't see Jason Smith's name on the list, then we would ask them, are they a guest of a donor, or did a friend register them? If they say yes, then we ask them, who's the name of the person that registered you? Then we will look up that name and then notify how many people they have. So for example, we have last name Acuna, not Matata. Acuna, Matata. Okay. Veronica Acuna, she has a quantity of 6. So what we'll do is we'll just draw tick marks next to that that list, and we will let make sure that everyone came off of that list. Now, Lucy Gavlet, I don't know why I'm struggling. Galvan, Lucy Galvan, she only has 1. So she might be just an individual winner or person that entered to go to see the movie. So let me see here really quickly. These are in order by last name, but something's not right. Elemental PQ. Oh, no, they're in order by last name. Sorry about that. So the list is last name, first name, then the quantity, and then the item name, which is the day that they're both supposed to be showing up. So that's going to be March 11th. Illinois is going to be on there, the state code, the postal code, their email that they signed up with, and then their first name. Okay, so that's Webster. So the name of the movie theater, the last name shipping. So that is the time of the showing, which is 7 o'clock. And then a SKU number, which is apparently just a random number. So we have about 4 pages, 3.5. And there's no need for me to send this ahead of time, but if you want it, please just let me know. And if someone shows up that's not on the list, everything is going to be ran through really kind, and there's instructions here, just really kind words. Hey, let me double check. If they didn't sign up, we say, hey, you know what? This is a sold out show. If someone doesn't show up by chance, we can make, you can go in, close to when the movie starts and, find a seat. But unfortunately, we will have to wait until the movie starts before we could actually let you go in, because we want to make sure everyone gets their seat that did sign up. So tickets are going to be held under the last name and a number of how many guests are going to be on that list. One of the other main important things is we got to go in there and check the sound. They want us to make sure that the sound is good quality. If it is, great. If not, we need to go speak with a GM. We also want to do a guest count. So what we'll do is we will do a count by the rows. So what I'll do is I'll go in on one side, you'll go in on the other side, and you'll do a count. So we'll count each person, and they want us to do that so that we can run that against the count that we tick mark as well. And then post-screening instructions, we just thank them. If they have any questions about the movie, we can direct people to istillbelievemovie.com. If they have specific questions, we'll get their contact information. I'll go ahead and have a blank piece of paper so that we can write contact information on the back of, or on these sheets, so that we can note everything there. Okay. And please read through all the instructions. That are given. And then what I'll do is I'm going to tally up all of the people that registered against how many seats are in the theater. So that's one of the things they want us to do. Like, make sure, they said that they didn't oversell it, but to confirm we have enough seats to make sure there's like, if there's 60 seats, then we have 60 people and vice versa. Another thing is with, I'll read what they wrote. So what if a guest name is not on the list? We will ask them to step aside and wait until the film is about to start. If seating is available, add their name to the RSVP list, and then they can go find a seat. What we'll do is those people that are stepped aside, we'll just ask them to wait there. We'll go inside, identify where the seats are so that we can direct them appropriately, and we will tell them seats are going to be potentially in different places and spaces in the theater. And then if they ask, if a guest brought more people than they RSVP'd for, so let's say Veronica Acuna is listed for 6 and she brought 8, let's say some kids, then we will again politely let them know that we only have reserved seats for the number of RSVPs that they brought. But they can kindly ask their additional guests to step to the side and wait until the film starts. At that time, we will let them know that we will accommodate if possible. And then in that email that I sent to the GM, and you were BCC'd on that, there's a DCP key that allows them to gain access to the movie and show that movie. They know what that key is. We just need to confirm that they have the DCP, that's Delta Charlie Papa key, when we arrive. So it's going to be a simple setup. I'm assuming we're going to stand on the opposite sides of... well, depending on the traffic, I was thinking we stand on the opposite side of the door so people can kind of filter in that way. But it may be more advantageous for us to be on one side, the side that people are walking to the theater. But if someone, like, let's say, walks past the K-Love booth, we'll see. You and I can decide when we get on site. Comfortable shoes, closed-toe shoes, and that's it. So I will go ahead and post this. It's 12 minutes long. I love you, sis. I'll talk with you soon, and then I'll be sending up a video for Vertical Worship. It's going to be you and Jenny serving there. So I'll see you soon.